No. No. Yeah, good morning in there, though, but it's Uncle Lou here, though. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Tennessee up 14-7. Kentucky's got the ball up near midfield. The children of the poor losing to LSU 7-0. Currently facing a 4th and 31. Punt the ball away. Goes out of bounds around the 20. Oregon and Washington getting ready to kick off, too. And then we got, of course, Florida and South Carolina coming up in about 10 minutes. I think that game kicks off at 7:45. Tennessee scored on their first play of the game. That big, like, 80-yard. It was like an 80. What are you doing? Like a big 80-yard bomb or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. So we've got 4 games we're going to have to keep an eye on tonight. Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, LSU, Oregon, Washington, Florida, South Carolina. I asked earlier, and I was kind of surprised at the number of people who think South Carolina has a chance to win tonight. I mean, believe me, nothing would be funnier if Florida lost to South Carolina. You know how funny that would be?
That would be hilarious.
South Carolina is terrible. What if Florida loses to them? What would Dan Mullen say then? There wouldn't be anything he could say.
I know one person that would be happy.
Who?
Jackpot.
Oh, Carolina Jackpot would sacrifice the child he doesn't have for a South Carolina win over Florida. There's no doubt about that. Shout out to everybody for tuning in, though. We're going to have some fun tonight watching these games. Hopefully we'll have some good ones. So far, so good. 14-7 Tennessee over Kentucky. And Alabama somehow losing to LSU, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't expect this to last long. But it's, as long as it lasts, it'll continue to be funny. 3rd and 7 for the Corn Dogs now. In a shotgun, Max Johnson back to throw. Uh-oh. Oh, he got cut in half. How's he going to get up from that? Wow, he got blasted. Damn, that has to hurt, man. Appreciate all of you tuning in tonight, though. We're going to have a good time. Pizza Woman, Lugnut Larry, Eli James, Beer Smoker. I don't even know how you would do that.
Yeah, how would you do that?
Unless you're talking, well, hell, I don't know what you're talking about. But good morning, though. Dan effing Mullen is in the comment section. That's great. Danny Boy, Big Lee, Bama fan. I Ride AO. What happened to Ohio State? They might need to be checking into an orphanage, too. Chase Woods. Joe Martin, Robert Vandermeer. You put beer in a hookah, you got issues. People put beer in a hookah?
I mean, I can see how that would work, but
You smoked a hookah before?
I've never smoked a hookah before.
Then how the hell
But I
do you
can-
know
but
how
I
it
can
works?
see how it would work.
It's like vaping beer. I don't know. I've never done a hookah. I don't. Incomplete pass there for Alabama. Cadillac Chris, what's up, buddy? All right, says blah, blah. I'll call in. We can talk about it. If you're one of the people in my comments, there's people in my comments section. Ohio State people. In my comments section today trying to tell me that Nebraska is good. I swear to God. All the comments start off this way. I'm not saying Nebraska is some great team, and then it's a paragraph of all the reasons of why Nebraska is good. They're 3-7. They have 1 conference win. I mean, you just played a terrible game. I don't understand why people can't accept that. Trying to convince people that Nebraska is good. No, Nebraska is the doo-doo on the bottom of your shoe.
You know, whatever makes you feel
ATB,
better.
Scotty Williams, what's up, buddy? Will, Jerry Wells, Bad Dog, Jedi, Scotty Self, Georgia Bulldogs. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Bryce Young back to throw. Looks like he's going to take off running. He does. Picks up the first down. Takes a hit, but gets the first down. Oregon and Washington just underway, too. Let's see. The South Carolina-Florida game should be kicking off right about right now. Let me see. Starting soon. Oh, no, it's on now. South Carolina's got the ball, 2nd and 7. Run up the middle. Golly, broke all kinds of tackles. Should have had him stop for about a 2-yard loss. Instead, my man's then gained about 10 yards. Picks up the first down there, also in 2. Jonah says, don't look now, but Bama is losing to the shoe. Oh, believe me, I've talked plenty about it already. I got them riled up on Twitter and Facebook, too. Alabama, I don't know, man. They can't get out of the poorhouse. Losing to Texas A&M is one thing, but now you're losing to LSU? That's hard to understand. That's hard to understand. Jonah, thank you for hitting the super chat. Super chat right below the comment section if you'd like to support the channel or the stream. That's a great way to do it. You can attach a comment to your super chat, and I'll be happy to read it. Question. You can troll me, whatever you want to do. There's a PayPal link, too, for those of you that don't mind. For those of you that have PayPal and don't mind using PayPal, I'll post a PayPal link in the comment section there. It's in the description of the video, too, I think. And the mods will post it every once in a while. YouTube steals half your super chat, which is highway robbery. It's highway robbery. PayPal does not. So for those of you that have a PayPal and don't mind doing it, much appreciated. You can attach a note to your PayPal as well, and I'll be happy to read it. Any questions you might have, comments, you want to troll me, you want to make a poverty joke about Alabama, whatever the case. Marvin Mueller, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. Bama is vulnerable. We saw and knew this all the way back at the Florida game. Where is Georgia College football playoff trophy? That's right, they don't have one. Oh my God, Cody Hankins. I should end the stream. You just owned me. Sounds like a pissed off gump to me. Cody, did you know Alabama's losing to LSU? Your thoughts? Beard God Kel, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, sorry, my Canes let the nerds cover Lou. That's okay. It looked like they were going to lose for a while. That would have been bad. That would have been bad for Miami. They got some momentum going, a couple of wins, beat Pitt last week. Come out this week and lose to the nerds. That would have been unacceptable, sir. That would have been unacceptable. Purdue low-key has 2 top 5 upsets. Yeah, well, Purdue must be just as good as Nebraska. Oregon just threw a pick 6, it looks like. No, they're going to tackle him inside the 10-yard line. Terrible throw there by the Oregon QB. Threw it right to the Washington defender. They return it down inside the 10-yard line. The game just started. It was Oregon's first drive. They were up around midfield. Terrible decision by the quarterback there to throw that ball. Washington's going to have first and goal. 0-0 in that one. 12:56 to go in the first quarter. 4th and 1 now for South Carolina. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1 for the Gamecocks, and they're going to go for it here. They're on the 30-yard line. I guess they don't have a field goal kicker. I don't know. They're on the 30. They need to get to the 29. It looks like they called a timeout, or somebody did. Still 14-7, Tennessee up over Kentucky. Tennessee's got the ball around their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10 run doesn't gain anything. It's going to be 2nd down now for Tennessee. Commercial in the Florida-South Carolina game. Alabama now 2nd and 2 near midfield. Handoff. Gets just where he needed to get for a 1st down. Not much more. Gained a yard or 2. Moves the sticks, though. 1st and 10. Gumps. Yeah. Will Blackburn, thank you for hitting the super chat. I really appreciate you supporting the channel, sir. He says, do you think JT will get more snaps in the next few games? Yes, I do. I'm not going to complain about Stetson Bennett anymore. It is what it is. I'm done with all that mess. I still think JT Daniels is the better quarterback, but if Kirby decides he wants to go with Stetson, what choice do I have? Sign me up. I'm stepson Bennett Christ. I'm on that train now, but I think JT will play a little more from week to week. But who knows? I mean, I'm just guessing. Taylor Robbins, thank you for the super chat. What's up, Lou? Love the channel. Keep up the hard work. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you tuning in. Got some good games going on tonight, too. 2nd and 10 for Alabama, just across midfield. Bryce Young looking to throw. Caught all kinds of room there. You have too much cushion there, buddy. Too much cushion on that coverage. Gained about 7 yards. Maybe 8. Gonna be 2nd and short now. Jonah, thank you for the super chat. Oregon doo-doo confirmed. Pac-12 is trash. Let UJ play Oregon. Then trolls will type 2021. Yeah. Well, Oregon can't lose another game or their playoff hopes are gone, in my opinion. They're the only team in the Pac-12 that's ranked, too. Pac-12's a mess. 3rd and 2, and Alabama does not get it. Stuffed. Might have lost a yard, actually. The Gumps are going to have to punt it away from around midfield, it looks like to me. That was a good play by that linebacker for LSU. Looks like Bama's going to go for it on 4th and 2. They got Bryce Young in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. One of them goes in motion up top. Now Bryce Young changing the play up a little bit. Back to throw. Incomplete. Incomplete. Alabama turns the ball over on downs. And the poverty continues for the Gumps. Where'd you go, Cody? Cody, come back in here and say something about Georgia since Alabama can't beat LSU, buddy. Washington scored 7-0 there on top over Oregon now. And it looks like South Carolina did pick up that 1st down on 4th and 1, too. And there's a Florida defender down, grabbing his ankle or his lower leg, it looks like. He looks like he's in a lot of pain, too. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Nick Davies, thank you for the super chat. Nebraska played really good against us. Credit to them, but the Scott Frost factor took over yet again. Every game is close, but they never seem to win. That's because they're terrible. That's why. You don't go 3-7 by accident. They're not a good team. Jedi, thank you for the super chat. Just wait till UJ comes to K-Down. Upset twice. Are you talking about Knoxville? You don't believe that. You don't believe for 1 second that Georgia's losing to Tennessee. You won't put $1 on that bet. You won't put a single dollar on that bet. You're just mad because aren't you an Ohio State fan? Look, y'all played terrible today. Did you get over it? So did Cincinnati. Cincinnati played terrible. Ohio State played terrible. It happens. I'm watching 4 different football games at the same time. Every single one of them is on commercial, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Wow.
I mean, how is this possible? 4 different games, 4 different channels, every single one on a commercial break at the same damn time. I mean, that's just aggravating. Texas Shorthorn fan, thank you for hitting the PayPal link. I appreciate that. It says, congratulations on another Georgia win, Uncle Lou and Mrs. Uncle Lou. Looks like their year. Your friend, Ksenia. Thank you, Ksenia. I appreciate that. So far, so good for the dogs. We'll see. Still a lot of football left, but we'll see. You're a Tennessee fan? He's a Jesus Christ. Yeah, well. I don't even know if Tennessee can get a moral victory next week.
Is that?
What do you think would have to happen, Jedi, for Tennessee to get a moral victory next week against Georgia? What if Georgia only wins by 17? Would that be a moral victory? What do y'all think the spread's going to be, Georgia versus Tennessee? I'm guessing somewhere around 3 touchdowns. Kentucky's driving on Tennessee. They're up near the 42 or the 43-yard line, their own 42. They trail Tennessee 14-7 with 13:20 to go in the second quarter. Tennessee scored on his first play of the game, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And they're up by 7 right now over Kentucky. First and 10 now for LSU on their own 39-yard line. Handoff for no gain. Going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Corn Dog. A convert, thank you for hitting the super chat. I appreciate that. He said, when does recruiting season start? Well, according to Dan Mullen, it starts after the football season, right? Good play by Tennessee's defense here at open field tackle on Wandale Robinson. He's hard to bring down to the open field. 2nd and 9 now for LSU, just about on their own 40. Same play, much better result. Gains about 8 or 9 yards this time. Right off left guard. Davis Pierce with the carry. It's going to be 3rd and short. LSU hurries up to the line. 2nd and 10 for South Carolina on the Florida 25. Hands that one off over left tackle, picks up about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 now for South Carolina. They're in field goal range. No score in Columbia, South Carolina. Florida and South Carolina tied at 0. But South Carolina driving deep into Florida territory now. Centrill, thank you for the super chat. It says, hey, Uncle Lou, I've been loving your content. I'm stuck up here in Chicago, and your stuff reminds me of my home down in Macon, Georgia. Go Dogs. I spent some time in Macon, sir. I've never lived there, but I went there a couple of times in high school for some basketball tournaments. And I had a cousin that went to college there at Mercer. I bet it's cold up in Chicago. It's cold down here today. Lambo, thank you for the super chat. Baylor failed me. I saw on Bleacher Report UJ minus 22 versus Tennessee in Knoxville. Oh, I was almost right then. I said, what did I say? 3 touchdowns? That'd be 21. That sounds about right to me. 4th down for South Carolina, so it looks like field goal time. 4th and 6. I don't think they'll go for it here. Probably going to have to kick a field goal. 2nd and 10 for LSU. Oh, that didn't work. Going to be 3rd and 15 now. Somebody forgot to block that guy. LSU tried to run the ball, but they forgot to block. The guy was hit as soon as he got the handoff. Dropped right away.
South Carolina just made a field goal.
Yep, South Carolina up 3-0. Field goal good. Man, poor Dan Mullen. I don't know what Dan Mullen's going to do. The NFL ain't going to want him. Bubble screen now for LSU, wide receiver. Nowhere near enough for a first down. It's going to be fourth down for LSU around midfield. Probably have to kick it away here. J.R. Thank you for the super chat, sir. He says LSU running the same blitzes as Texas A&M, and we can't stop it again. It's hard to understand. It's hard to fathom. But yeah, you know what it might be? It might just be that Alabama ain't that good. Is that possible? Anything's possible, I guess. K-Star, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, buddy. I appreciate that. He says, OU may drop after struggling against bye. Well, OU's going to move up at least one spot because Michigan State lost. Michigan State lost and Wake Forest lost. That was two top 10 teams in the playoff poll. So OU probably move up a spot or two. Ohio State, Cincinnati may move down a spot. Driving the struggle bus. We'll see what happens here with Alabama and Oregon, too, also. Dan Mullen could be Jim Harbaugh's QB coach. Well, he could, but the problem with Dan Mullen is I don't think he's... If he goes somewhere, I think it's going to be the NFL. I just don't think Dan Mullen likes the college game and everything that goes along with it, in my opinion. Eli James, thank you for the super chat. Dan can't visit recruits. Megan is on top of it. Yeah, literally. Megan Mullen is literally on top of recruiting. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, and I appreciate that. That was a good one. Kentucky just scored, so we're an extra point away from having a tie ball game there. 14 apiece. It's 14-13 right now. We'll see about this extra point. Snap, hold, kick, right down the middle. All tied up in Lexington, 14 apiece, Tennessee and Kentucky. Cayman Kinley says, I like them big booty girls. Yeah, big girls need love too. There's nothing wrong with a big girl at all. Big girls try harder because they have to.
Wow.
It's a known fact.
Wow.
It's a known fact. Big girls try harder. You're watching the stream, aren't you? Okay, because I got the game on, so I can't see what I'm. So let me know if this goes away for some reason. Okay. 3-0 South Carolina up over Florida. God almighty, 6 minutes to go. Emory Jones playing for Florida, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. Dan Mullen was trying to keep it a secret about Anthony Richardson, but Anthony Richardson, of course, got hurt in the game last week against Georgia. And besides his physical injuries, he's mentally scarred for life for having to go up against that Georgia defense. So no big surprise to see Emory Jones in the game for Florida today. They do trail South Carolina 3-0 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Washington still up 7-0 over Oregon. Washington picked off an Oregon pass earlier in the quarter, ran it back down inside the 10-yard line and scored on the first play. That's how we got to 7-0 in that one. 1st and 10 now for Alabama. Bryce Young hits the receiver over near the sideline for a gain of 5 or 6 yards there before he's pushed out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and about 4 for Alabama now. Emory Jones going deep, wide open receiver caught and then tackled right around the 22-yard line. Big play for Florida there. Justin Shorter on the reception. He was wide open too. I don't know if he just beat his man or if it was a busted coverage, but he was 5 or 6 steps beyond the South Carolina defense, and Florida gets a huge play. They're down in the red zone now, 1st and 10. They trail South Carolina 3-0 though, and 2 and also. Emory Jones throws again, bubble screen, caught down at the bottom of the screen, picks up about 4 or 5 yards. 1st and 10 for the Gumps now. Handoff, nice hole. Picks up 7 or 8 yards on 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and short now for Alabama. It was a big hole on that play. Dan can't visit recruit. Oh, I already read that. Quit crying, Bama fan. Y'all. So, yeah, Bama's just not looking too good. I mean, there ain't no sense in crying about it. There ain't no sense, and unless you want to do like Ohio State fans. Ohio State fans are trying to convince me now that somehow Nebraska is good. Maybe do you want to do that? Do you want to try to convince me that, well, LSU is really good and that's why you're struggling? 2nd and 3 for the Gumps now. Bryce Young's back to throw. Fires complete for a 1st down up near midfield. 7:26 to go in the 2nd quarter, and Alabama has yet to score a point.
I know. I'm shocked.
And they've already given up more points than Georgia did the entire game.
I'm shocked.
Who's the starting QB for UJ against Tennessee next week? Stetson Bennett Christ. I'm done with all that. It's pretty obvious. Kirby has made his decision. So, it's stepson Bennett Christ. Alabama hands it off up the middle. Doesn't get much. Might have gained 2 on the play. Does cross midfield, though. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Alabama. Just across midfield. Emory Jones with another good throw into the end zone. Touchdown this time. Florida scores. 2nd and 8 for Alabama now, just across midfield. Bryce Young in a shotgun. Gets the snap, back to throw. Looks like he wants to go deep. Nope. Outlet. Swing pass to the running back, wide open. Running back stumbles up to about the 24-yard line. Big play for the Gumps there. Picks up about 25 yards. Good for a 1st down. Hendon Ho for Tennessee over here overthrowing receivers again. Had a wide open wide receiver. Overthrew him for no reason. It was 1st and 10. Made it 2nd and 10. Now they gained 5 or 6 yards on the ground on 2nd down. There's a flag on the play, though. Looks like holding on the Mustards. So that's going to back them up a little. Well, you guys hit the thumbs up if you hadn't already. For some reason you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I'm only like 30 subscribers away from whatever the next 1,000 is. What is the next 1,000? 45?
Yes.
I'm only like 30 subscribers away, I think, from 45,000.
44.
From 44?
Yeah.
Oh. You sure? God dang it. What? Are you making it up? I'm only 1,030 subscribers away from 45,000. I'm 30 subscribers away from 44,000. So subscribe if you're not. Uh-oh, wide open. Gump dropped it. A little bit overthrown, but probably should have found a way to come up with that catch there. Hit him on his fingertips. Tennessee on 3rd and 21 is out here gaining 2 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 19 for the Mustards. Yeah, that was a poverty effort really by Mitchie. You got to lay out and catch that. 2nd and 10 now for the Gumps. Handoff, off left tackle, has some room. Gets up close to the 1st down. Looks like he's going to be a yard or 2 short, but there's a flag down too. Now South Carolina's got the ball. They now trail 7-3 after Florida just scored that touchdown. Big run for South Carolina. Midfield, cross midfield, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Shoestring tackle. About a 50-yard run there for South Carolina. Gets them down inside the 20-yard line, and that did not take long. I think that was their first play after the kickoff. It was really bad tackling by Florida here. Really bad tackling. Not a good effort by Florida's defense on that play. Huge play for South Carolina. They marked him down at the 21, actually. So 1st and 10 for South Carolina on the 21. They hand it off again. Up the middle this time. Good for about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to bring up second and about 3 on around the 14-yard line. Alabama's in the red zone, 1st and 10 on the 13. Complete out to Mechie. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 3 or 4. Second down now for the Gumps. South Carolina picks up a first down. That's going to be 1st and goal now for South Carolina. Inside the 10-yard line. Second and 6 for Alabama on the 9. They need to get to the 3 for a first down, or they could just score. Snap. Handoff. Bounces off one man, but now they're going to push the pile. Down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1 now coming up for Alabama. Second and goal for South Carolina. They trail Florida 7-3. Oregon just kicked a field goal. Washington now leads 7-3 over Oregon. 8:40 to go in the first quarter of that one. Touchdown, South Carolina. They're going to take the lead back over Florida. Touchdown, South Carolina. 3rd and 1 for Alabama. Gets the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal just inside the 2-yard line for Alabama. 1st and goal just inside the 2. First and goal for Alabama now from the 2. Bryce Young, shotgun, hands it off to Brian Robinson up the middle. Touchdown, Gumps. Touchdown, Gumps. So with 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go until halftime, Alabama finally gets in the end zone, and they're going to tie things up with LSU 7 apiece. South Carolina takes a 10-7 lead with that last touchdown. 2:39 to go in the first quarter of that one. And Tennessee and Kentucky are all tied up at 14 apiece with 9:20 to go. Washington still up 7-3 over Oregon, 8:09 to go in the first quarter. Here's the extra point for Alabama. It's up and it's good. So we have a tie ball game in Tuscaloosa, 7 apiece. All knotted up in T-Town. Ksenia says, Texas games are boring since Sam Ehlinger moved on. At least we have Bijan Robinson to watch, except for his fumble today. I've been away. What happened to the facility you were broadcasting at the start of the season? This is the facility I was broadcasting at the start of the season. If you're talking about where I used to, I burned it down because people kept calling it a she shed and it pissed me off. First and 10 for Florida. The running back dropped in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14 now for the Gators. Give us a go Braves. Go Braves. I'm not going to pretend to be a Braves fan now just because they won the World Series. I'm not much of a baseball fan. I was when I was a kid. I was a big Braves fan when I was a kid, but I haven't watched baseball in probably 20 years. My brother and my dad are huge Braves fans, though, so I was happy the Braves won it for them. And I did watch that last game where they won it, or at least most of it. Watched the end of it. First and 10 now for Kentucky. Big run across midfield. Picks up about 15 yards on first and 10. Gets into Tennessee territory there. Kentucky on the move. All tied up 14 apiece. The game's being played in Kentucky. Tennessee hosts Georgia next week. First and 10 for Florida. They must have hit a huge play that I missed. Florida must have hit a big play and I missed it because they're back down in the red zone now. A flag on this play. Holding on Florida is going to back them up a little. Jedi, thank you for the super chat. If Tennessee beats UGA, you have to call them daddy. Why? Because you said so? Well, when Georgia beats Tennessee, you have to call me daddy for 1 month. Oregon might have just got a safety. I mean, Washington might have got a safety against Oregon. It looks like Oregon was tackled in the end zone. I guess they're going to review the spot, but it looks like a safety. I mean, it's close, and they are reviewing it, but it looks like a safety to me. First and 20 now for Florida on the South Carolina 27-yard line. Emory Jones back to throw. Now he's going to take off running right up the middle. Picks up about 10 yards. Be second and 10 now. Fair catch by LSU after the Alabama touchdown is going to give them a first and 10 at their own 25. Kentucky looking at a 3rd and 6 here. They're on the Tennessee 36-yard line. See if they can pick up this third down here. Shotgun. Ball is snapped. Throws over the middle, complete. Big play down inside the 20. Kentucky now in the red zone on the 19. All tied up 14 apiece, Kentucky and Tennessee. About halfway through the second quarter, I think it is in that one. See when they show the time again. Yeah, 5:16 to go until halftime. 14 apiece, Kentucky and Tennessee, but Kentucky's trying to take the lead here. First and 10 on the 19. Florida has a 3rd and 6 coming up here from the 13-yard line. Emory Jones in the backfield all by himself in a shotgun. Ball is snapped. No, they blew it dead again. What happened that time? What is this now? End of the first quarter. So they didn't get the playoff in time. End of the first quarter. So after the first quarter in Columbia, South Carolina leads Florida 10-7. When they come back from commercial, Florida's going to have a 3rd and 6 from their own 13. I got to put my shoes on. My feet are hurting. That's why I was pacing around. I had to go put my shoes on. My damn feet hurt from pacing around this room for no reason. Ben Dupree says, R.I.P. 1980 jokes. 1981, 2021. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Georgia just happens to be the best team, Can I get a hashtag 1980 in the chat, though, just for old time's sake? Can I get a hashtag 1980 in the chat just for old time's sake, please? Commercial on every single game again, except for the one nobody cares about, Washington and Oregon. I forgot the Pac-12 existed. Cassinia, thank you for the PayPal. He says, I remember when Lou Jr. and his friend were eating at your bar. That was actually his cousin. I remember what you're talking about. That was his cousin, actually, my nephew. Texas is in real trouble when they enter the SEC, but hey, at least our uniforms are nice. They're okay. Texas is good. It remains in trouble, as you can see from the distress sign here. We appear to have a horns down situation going up on the top, going on the top shelf there. That's an international distress signal. Second and 5 for LSU on their own 30-yard line. They need a couple of first downs here. You don't want to give the ball back to Bama right before the end of the half. And it looks like they're playing pretty conservative here. Another run up the middle. Clock ticks down to 2 minutes to go until halftime, and they're going to be looking at a 3rd and 5. We'll see what they do here. Third and 4 actually now for LSU. A minute 30. The clock is ticking. Back to throw. Intercepted. That's the one thing you didn't want to happen at the end of the half there, is give Alabama a chance to score. I don't remember who got the ball first in this game. Can anybody tell me? I'm curious who gets the ball now to start the third quarter. But I don't remember who got the ball first. Any of y'all know? LSU got the ball first. Okay, thank you. So Alabama's got a chance to score twice in a row here. If they can score here before the end of the half, then they get the ball to start the third quarter. We could see a 14-point swing here if Alabama can put some points on the board here. Kentucky's got a 1st and goal. Bryce Young throws complete on a slant. Good for about 15 yards, down to about the 25. So they're already in field goal range. They're on the 25. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lobs it out. Was that caught? Tipped and then caught. Tipped by one Alabama receiver and then caught by another. Now, that was wild. Wow. That's a hell of a catch. Kentucky just scored to take the lead over Tennessee, 20-14. The extra point will make it 21. All tied up in Columbia at 10 apiece. 14:46 left in the second quarter. Florida 10, South Carolina 10. Oregon still trailing Washington 9-3. Quarterback running for his life for Oregon here. Going to take off now. Gets out of bounds around the 20. His own 20. 1st and goal now for Alabama with 1:01 to go until halftime. All tied up at 7 apiece. Alabama's got a chance to not put it away, but you score here, then they get the ball to start the next half. Incomplete pass into the end zone on 1st and goal, so it's going to be 2nd and goal now for the Gumps. Extra point good for Kentucky. They're now up 21-14 over Tennessee. 3:57 to go until halftime in that one. all SEC teams wearing orange suck. Thank you for the super chat, Marvin Mueller, and that's all facts right there. What was the last time you remember seeing this many top 10 teams struggling? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, probably. South Carolina's looking at a 3rd and 12 here from their own 23-yard line. Tied up 10 apiece, South Carolina and Florida. They're back to throw. Good protection. Gets rid of the ball. Complete. And very close to the first down. Very close. I think he got it. He did get it. First down Gamecocks. So they convert on 3rd and 12. Keep this drive alive. 2nd and goal now for Alabama. Ball is snapped. Bryce Young's back to throw again. Looking to the end zone again. He threw it one way. The receiver went the other way.
Yep.
Yeah. I think what they had there was a failure to communicate.
Correct.
Yeah, failure to communicate. Purdue beats top 5 teams like it's their job, says Brandon Pratt. Facts. Facts. Yes. They beat Iowa when Iowa was, I think, ranked number 2. And then they beat Michigan State today. Unfortunately for Purdue, I think that's the only teams they've beat. 3rd and goal now for Alabama from the 8-yard line. 53 seconds still a half. Bryce Young back to throw. Fires into the end zone. Caught. Mechie. Touchdown Alabama. And he did the damn Karate Kid crane kick. Shit in the end zone. That might be the silliest touchdown celebration anybody's ever seen, not just me. Rescue 22, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, oh my God, Lou, we're not being shut out. Is the clown Mullen really about to try and hand us a gift? I know a thing or two about poverty. It could happen. Florida is an absolute mess right now. An absolute mess. South Carolina 2nd and 7 now from the Florida 22-yard line. Hands the ball off. Breaks a tackle. Picks up 3 or 4 yards. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2 now for South Carolina. Tennessee's got a player down. 21-14, Kentucky is leading over the Mustards of Tennessee. Britton Cox is the worst 5-star in history? Wow. Is that true?
I don't know.
She's not sure.
I'm not sure.
Alabama's up 14-7 now over LSU. That interception by LSU there was huge because Alabama, of course, capitalizes with the touchdown to give them a 7-point lead, but we're almost to halftime now, and Alabama's going to get the ball again to start the 3rd quarter. You got to think LSU is just going to come out here and basically take a knee. I mean, they're going to run the ball a couple of times and go to halftime, I would assume. I would be shocked if LSU came out and tried anything aggressive at all, especially after that interception on the last possession. Congrats to Arizona for breaking their 20-game losing streak. They actually won a game. Who'd they beat? Kinesia, thank you again, says, I did not sign off on Steve Sarkisian. Not a fan. Horns down is appropriate, unfortunately. Oh! Will Anderson is an animal. I mean, he's really good. Will Anderson is so good, he would probably even get some playing time on Georgia's defense. That's how good he is. He would probably even get to play a few snaps a game on Georgia's defense. Oh, LSU gets the ball to start the third quarter. Y'all told me Alabama got the ball. Y'all need to quit lying to me in the comments section. I'm starting to get a little bit perturbed. Speaking of the perturbed, check on Jackpot. How's Jackpot doing? See what the hell he's up to. Uh-oh. Down goes Hendon Ho. 2nd and 11. Tennessee takes a big sack. Hendon Ho couldn't get rid of the ball, and Kentucky swallowed him up. God bless Hendon Ho. LSU gets the ball at the half. Thank you, Brashaws. I appreciate that. Daniel Ross, thank you, says, Will Muschamp proven he can be a head coach again. Got the special teams playing on an elite level. Don't be surprised when LSU replaces Coach O with Muschamp. I would be absolutely shocked, and I know you're trolling. There is no way. No way. No way LSU's hiring Will Muschamp. Now, you're just being silly. You're being silly when you said that. Shane, thank you for the super chat. Says, father is a vet and in bad health. Want them to win one for him before he goes. This is why this shit matters so much. Football is family down south. That is a fact. It's religion down here. That's a fact. We worship on Saturdays. Now it looks like Kentucky's got a player down, but this looks like just a cramp, though.
I don't know. He seems pretty calm right now.
Who?
Jackpot.
Well, that's because Carolina's playing good. He does seem pretty calm. Something
Right?
must be wrong. Must have had a bad week, too. He's drinking Natural Light instead of Miller Lite. 13-10 now. South Carolina up over Florida. 11:31 to go in the second quarter of that one. Kentucky up 21-14 over the Tennessee Mustards. And Oregon still somehow losing to Washington. Chef Adams says, can I get a go damn dogs? Yeah, go damn dogs, though. First and 10 for Florida now after the touchback on their own 25. Emory Jones is in a shotgun. He's got a couple of wide receivers down at the bottom of the screen. A running back off to his right. Waiting on the snap. Here it comes. Hands it off. Tries to get to the outside. No room for the running back. He's forced out of bounds for no gain. He's 2nd and 10 now for Florida. They trail South Carolina 13-10, 11:20 to go in the second quarter. Will Muschamp could end up being defensive coordinator for Georgia next year if Dan Lanning gets a head coaching job somewhere. I think Dan Lanning will be a hot commodity this offseason. I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia loses their DC, Dan Lanning, and maybe they just make Will Muschamp defensive coordinator. That'd be fine with me. Hendon Ho with a big run for Tennessee up past the first down marker in the red zone. Down to about the 18-yard line of Kentucky. Daryl Cowart, thank you for the super chat. Prayers for his pops, yes. And a win, too. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, we got us a good game here. Tennessee and Kentucky. It's been a back and forth game. Now we're all tied up again. Any chance Lanning would take the UF job? There's always a chance. Money talks, you know. Money talks. Tennessee lined up for the extra point now. Kick is up and good. It's all tied up, 21 apiece. Tennessee and Kentucky. South Carolina up 13-10 over Florida. 10:28 to go until halftime. DJ Ukulele finally put out of his misery. What happened? They benched him? Did they bench the ukulele again? What happened to the ukulele? Can South Carolina beat Florida? Well, you're watching the game, aren't you? They're up 13-10, so they can. Will they? I don't know. It's still a lot of time to go in this game.
They're saying he got hurt.
How serious is that ukulele injury? It was just a matter of time, really. That Clemson's offensive line is horrible. I'm surprised he lasted this long, to be honest. Washington's still up 9-3. They have a touchdown and a safety. All Oregon's been able to muster as a field goal. Washington has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line. The Tennessee kickoff goes out of bounds. Kentucky will take over. Touchback. 1st and 10 on their own 25. Tied up 21 apiece in Lexington, Kentucky. You said my name correctly the first time. Thank you, Cassinia, or I don't know what your name is. Time for some sleep. Always enjoy your commentary, your humor, and hard work. If I could stay up longer, I'd watch Bad Dog broadcast another bad team in the Lakers. I feel horrible every week when his Giants lost, but when he loses, he's shit. It's quite wonderful. Yeah, watching anybody that's live streaming, watching them when their team is losing is always more entertaining than watching when their team is winning. Kentucky running back Cavassier Smoke appears to be injured. Shane Wilkerson, thank you for the super chat, sir. Says, I don't care if it's Stetson Bennett as long as we win. The Braves did it. Why not Georgia blow the lid off the program and dominate for 2 decades? For now, I'll just be happy with one natty. How about I'll just start with that, honestly. Be happy with just the one for now. Damn, they in here clowning Florida's punter. I mean, that's pretty bad. Once people start clowning your punter, you know you're a dead program. Remember when Tennessee used to be punter you? Bad Dog, you already know, buddy. That's facts right there. On YouTube, you have to work twice as hard when your team is good as you do when they're bad. It's sad, but true. Sad, but true. If Georgia ever has another year like 2016, I might be a millionaire. Or 2015, either one. Raj has entered the chat. Raj. Second and 10 for Kentucky on their own 41-yard line. They're back to throw. Complete up across midfield into Tennessee territory. Good for a first down. 45 seconds to go until halftime. Kentucky's trying to put more points on the board. All tied up 21 apiece right now. Was that a catch by South Carolina? No, he dropped it. It looked like he dropped it, didn't it? I don't know. It looked like it might have hit the ground. I don't know. Let me see another angle. A hell of a try, I know that. Yeah, you can't tell shit from that angle. You can't tell anything from that angle. Did he really catch that? Here you go. This might show it. Yeah, he caught that damn thing. That was a hell of a catch right there. And to hang on to it after he came down, that was a good catch. Was that Josh Van guy for South Carolina? Yep, I knew it. That joker is amazing. He made some plays against Georgia that had me scratching my head. I mean, that dude's no joke. That Josh Van for South Carolina, he'd play anywhere. He's that good. Ruling stands, pass complete. Big play for South Carolina. Raj, thank you, buddy. He says Coach O about to go gumbo on Saban. Maybe though. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. 14-7. Alabama up over LSU at halftime. LSU gets the ball to start the second half. Lambo, thank you for the super chat, sir. I appreciate that. He says the best part of today is Kirby's hot mic. Yeah. They caught him dropping the F-bombs earlier. Kirby cusses like a sailor. There's no doubt about that. Second and 4 now for Kentucky on the Tennessee 39. 32 seconds to go till halftime. They probably need another 10 or 15 yards for a field goal. Back to throw all day. Fires deep down the middle. Oh, my God. How did Tennessee not intercept that? It literally threw it right to a Tennessee guy. Lobbed it right to him. And it hit him in the numbers and fell on the ground. Unbelievable. Guess that's why he plays defense. I don't know. Oh, my God. Touchdown, South Carolina. There wasn't a Florida player within a mile of him. Wow. South Carolina is putting it on Florida. 19-10. The extra point will make it 20-10. Wide open. I think that was Josh Van again. How do you not cover Josh Van? I mean, he was... Look, there's no one near him. Oh, South Carolina might have been past the line of scrimmage. It was close. Nope, they're going to let him kick it. It looked like the quarterback might have crossed the line of scrimmage, but I guess he got rid of it just in time. The extra point is up and good. And South Carolina has a 20-10 lead over Florida with 8:02 to go in the second quarter. James Pete says, I bet the Disney dogs were happy when JT threw that pick. They probably were. They probably were. Kentucky went for it on 4th and 4. Incomplete pass, though. With 16 seconds to go until halftime. They were just out of field goal range, so they went for it on 4th and 4. Wan'Dale Robinson was open and dropped it. You got to make that catch, bro. You got to make that catch. Turns the ball over on downs. Tennessee gets it 1st and 10. Only 16 seconds to go. Not a lot of time for Tennessee to do anything. They only have one timeout, and they probably need about 30 yards to even attempt a field goal. So I'd be surprised if we see Tennessee do anything here before the half. What now? Raj says, I bet CJP is dropping a batch in a napkin. Who's that? Oh, Carolina Jackpot is so happy he can't stand it, Raj. Dropping a batch in a napkin? What does that mean?
I can only assume it means
Imagine you walked into Carolina Jackpot's house and his pants are around his ankles. He's squatted down like this and he's holding a napkin up underneath his butthole. Is that what you're talking about, Raj?
God.
Is that what that means, Raj? That's very alarming and honestly a little bit sickening. Yeah, Daniel, this is my only job. This is it. I have no other job. I do YouTube full time, year round. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share the videos, all that kind of stuff, because I need all the help I can get from you guys. I couldn't do it without all of you helping me out. Incomplete pass, I think, for Tennessee. No, they're going to say he caught that? Yeah, I guess so. 2 seconds to go. Tennessee's going to attempt a long field goal here, I guess. It's going to be a 44-yarder. 44-yard field goal attempt for Tennessee. 2 seconds left till halftime. So this will be the last play. All tied up 21 apiece, Tennessee and Kentucky. Almost halftime. Here's the kick. It's up. It looks like it's going to be good. It is. Snuck it in the upright. Tennessee's going to take a 24-21 lead to halftime over Kentucky. James Peach, thank you for the super chat. You think Greg McElroy got Stetson's phone number after the game? That was making me sick, man. And not because it was Stetson Bennett. An announcer should not be going on and on and on and on and on for 3 hours about the same player. I don't understand why everybody feels like they have to make excuses for Stetson Bennett. It's almost like he's not any good. So people are having to like invent reasons of why he is good. My favorite thing that Greg McElroy said, though, was we were talking to Kirby earlier this week about his quarterback situation, and he said he knows that JT Daniels is going to have to play eventually because at some point, somewhere down the line, Georgia's bound to find itself in a position where they need to score points. But basically admitting, I guess, that you can't score points with Stetson Bennett or something. I don't know. He's like, yeah, we know we're going to have to play JT because at some point down the line, we're going to find ourselves in a position where we have to score points. Rare moment of truth there, I guess. Kirby. Emory Jones throws deep down the seam, incomplete. Threw into double coverage. Again, trying to hit Justin Shorter. Incomplete, though. 2nd and 10 now for the Gators. They trail South Carolina 20-10. 7:48 to go till halftime in that one. Jarvis says, I think Hendon Ho is an intriguing matchup for that Bulldog defense. You do? JT Daniels Christ is back. Yeah, he played some today. We'll see. We'll see if he gets a little bit more work next week, or if they back up off of him and retreat to Stetson. Ksenia, thank you again for the super chat. Says good night to Bad Dog, and Uncle Lou, you should send Bad Dog a Team Asshole hat, or let me know I can buy one for him. Pretty sure just called Bad Dog an asshole. Not sure, though. But that's a compliment on this channel. Being called an asshole around here is a compliment.
That's right.
And Ksenia, thank you for hitting the PayPal link. I really appreciate that. First and 10 for Florida now on their own 45. Uh-oh. Little end-around reverse. Couldn't get to the edge. Jacob Copeland on the carry. Only gained a couple of yards. We're going to have to do do something. We gotta eat something. You're not hungry? I'm starving. You want to order a pizza or something? Would you eat some pizza? Will you order it? Here, I'll give you this. I'll give you this. But will you? Do you have the app on your phone or something?
No. I'll just call.
Oh, okay. Make sure you give them the gate code
Oh, yeah.
when you call. Raj, thank you for the super chat, buddy. What's the chances that Celine has shit in his hand, just waiting to throw at his daughter's date, like Scott Kerr went to that trailer park pole assassin? Hold on, let me try to read that again. What's the chances that Celine Driver has shit in his hand, just waiting to throw it at his daughter's date, like Scott Kerr went to that trailer park pole assassin? I would say the chances are pretty good. Is Celine not streaming this game?
No, he is.
Celine's streaming the Florida game?
Yeah.
Is he mad about it?
I don't know. I'll have to see.
I bet Celine's a little bit perturbed.
Oh, what kind of pizza do you want?
I just want pepperoni.
Yeah, from where, though?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Just get a large pepperoni, right? That's enough. I don't want to get two and then have to eat it for a week. I'd rather just get one.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're ordering a pizza if you're wondering what the hell we're canoodling about.
Noodling.
Alabama LSU game back on here. LSU has a 2nd and 11 now on their own 27-yard line. They're in a shotgun. They hand it off. Trying to find some room. Can't find any. Runs right into Henry Toto. Mark Blanton, thank you for the super chat. Sir, he says, wow, Florida, and I thought Bama was having a bad night. Yeah, Florida's really pooping themselves. Third and 7 now for LSU. On their own 31. Back to throw. Pretty good protection. Fires over the middle. Caught. Going to be good for a first down up near midfield. Nice play there for LSU. 1st and 10. Moves the chains. Tally Knoll, thank you for the super chat. He says, how do you like Purdue's chances versus Ohio State next week? Well, they've knocked off 2 top 5 teams. Going for the trifecta next week. I wouldn't pick them to do it. I would pick Ohio State to win. I'll have to see what the spread is and then maybe decide on a bet there. But, yeah. James Peach, thank you for the super chat. He says, do you think Tennessee threw all that trash on the field because Butch Jones took all the trash cans with him? That was hilarious when Butch Jones had Tennessee running around with that industrial-sized trash can on the sideline. That was funny. Daniel Ross, thank you for the super chat. He says, Barstool's One Bite Pizza Good, available Walmart. I don't think I've ever had that before. We're going to order one and have it delivered, though. We're not going to go somewhere and get it. Thank you, Bradshaw. It says if USC Junior wins, they may earn an SEC shorts skit. It's possible. And if Alabama loses, ooh. 1st and 10 for LSU now on their own 47-yard line. Handoff up the middle, big hole. 10. Oh, he fumbled. Alabama got it. 2 LSU players. LSU fumbled. LSU had 2 different players with a chance to get it back. And they couldn't, and the gump jumped on it. That was a bad break for LSU there. They were driving. Those are the kind of things you can't do in games like this if you want to try to win the game. You know, you're driving, big play. That would have put you down around the Alabama, 40-yard line. He had a chance to get it. Another LSU player had a chance to get it. A 3rd LSU player had a chance to get it. And Alabama jumps on it. Tough break for LSU there. Henry Toto stripped it from him. First and 10 now for Bama. Oh! Almost intercepted. Boy, he broke on that ball quick, fast, and in a hurry. That was a good play by that corner. Wow. Second and 10 for Alabama on their own 42. Back to throw again. Good protection. Going deep. Wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown, James Williams. Gone. Burnt somebody there. Again, either a busted coverage or just really, really bad coverage. 58-yard touchdown. Alabama's going to take a 2-touchdown lead. South Carolina's got the ball back now. They're still up 20-10. 3:30 to go till halftime. Completed over the middle. All kinds of room. No floor. Again, there wasn't a Florida player within 15 yards of that receiver when he made the catch. I talked this week. I said Florida could be in give-up mood. That locker room could have had enough with Dan Mullen and the back and forth with the quarterbacks and all that's going on. And it's looking like that's what has happened here, is that Florida, the players, have just checked out of this season. This is a pitiful performance by Florida so far. Just awful. First and 10 for South Carolina now in Florida territory on the Florida 44. Back to throw again. Batted down at the line of scrimmage that time. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for South Carolina. Yes, sir, Eric. We like having you around here, buddy. Glad you're hanging out. G. White says, fire Dan Mullen. Of course, he's a Tennessee fan. Dan Mullen beat the shit out of Tennessee this year. Second and 10 for South Carolina. No gain there. Flag on the play. It looks like one of the Florida defenders might have got his hand up on the face mask.
Is he trying to tell the ref no?
Yeah, it looks like
no,
the Florida player saying, no, I didn't do it, boss. Wasn't me, boss.
It's like, you got it
Pac-12
right.
puts horrible football on TV and the field. Facts. Facts. Pac-12 just ain't got no good teams. When the best team you have is Oregon, you don't have a lot to work with. I mean, not only is Oregon the best team the Pac-12 has, it's the only good team. Now, they're the only team that's even ranked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're the only team in the whole
possible?
Pac-12. How is that possible? Not a single Pac-12 team is ranked besides Oregon, and they're losing to Washington? Man, this is pitiful. First and 10 now for South Carolina on the Florida 30. They're up by 10, 20-10 over Florida. What did they say about the pizza? They gave you some kind of rigmarole?
No.
30 to 42 minutes, I think.
What? That's what they said?
That's what they said. Well, they said that last time, though, too, and it wasn't that long, so.
Did you give them the gate code?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Good.
What did we get? A pep?
Thin crust pepperoni, yes. From Papa John's.
Dan Mullen is out there regardless of the outcome. Yeah, I mean, he is out there. First and 10 for South Carolina. Picks up about 4 yards. Going to be 2nd and 6 now. Run off left tackle there. Jedi says going to Duke at Virginia Tech next week. Not a fan, but who wins? Duke at Virginia Tech? Man. You know what? I might take Duke in that. I'll probably take Virginia Tech since it's at Virginia Tech. But Fuentes is a disaster. I don't see how he still has a job. I don't see how he has a job. I really don't. Ballard's grandmother makes these amazing chocolate chip cookies. She puts her foot in the raw dough to give it that kick. I've heard about old women doing that, putting their foot in it. Have you heard that?
Yes,
I've heard about old ladies doing that when they cook shit. They put their foot in it. I've heard that. I have heard that.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, first and... Uh-oh. Golly. The center snapped the ball before anybody was ready. Now, that was funny. That looks like some kind of illegal snap there. (24-21) Tennessee up over Kentucky. South Carolina just kicked a field goal, and it's good. So Carolina now has a 13-point lead. They're up 23-10 now over Florida. A minute to go until halftime. I'm telling you, man, if they might fire Dan Mullen. Yeah, I mean, this is going to give Florida a losing record. I'm not saying they'll fire him tomorrow, but he may end up getting fired this season. Now, this is falling apart at the seams here. I can't wait to watch Dan Mullen's post-game press conference. I'm going to stay up as late as I have to watch the Dan Mullen post-game press conference because that shit's going to be funny. 3rd and 4 now. LSU back to throw. Looking. He's going to take off and try to run for it. Oh, that's got to be... Golly, that's got to be targeting. I guess you can't call targeting on that because he was a runner. But,
Oh, that was right. Oh.
I mean, he hit him right head to head. It didn't look intentional to me, though. Max Johnson was the quarterback was kind of spinning around, but I'm surprised he got up from that, to be honest. LSU out here looking like Ole Miss going for it on 4th and 1 on their own 36-yard line. Max Johnson in the shotgun. Ed Orgeron's about to have a heart attack over there. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. He says, I took an L's on Stanford and Navy covering this week. Had Nebraska, Purdue, and have Washington. Go Huskies. Kentucky and Tennessee, a bath burner. Bath burner? I'm not sure what it... Kentucky and Tennessee don't take baths, sir. Fun weekend in college football. It has been a good weekend so far. Alabama returning the punt up to about the 45 or 46 yard line. Alabama will take over. 1st and 10. They're up 20-7 after they botched that extra point. Florida's got the ball, a minute to go until halftime. They trail South Carolina 23-10. Emory Jones, of course, at quarterback, and they're looking at a 2nd and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Emory Jones is back to throw. Scrambling. Looks like he's going to take off. He does. He gets caught from behind and fumbles. Scoop and score. Big boy touchdown.
Wow.
Another big boy touchdown. A scoop and score. Emory Jones does what he does best. He turns the ball over, and we have a big man touchdown. Fat man touchdown. A defensive lineman, number 99, so you know he's a defensive lineman, scooped it up, runs it 20 yards in for the touchdown, and Carolina's now at 29-10 in the first half over Florida. Florida has absolutely thrown it in. Miami's plan to crush what was left of Sea Dog's soul worked perfectly. It required getting a small spark of hope going, though. Slim, I was worried about you in the first 3 quarters of that game, brother, because that would have been a humiliating loss for Miami to lose to the Nerds. I was glad to see Miami pull it out. You know I hate Georgia Tech. But, man, that looked bad for y'all for about 3 quarters. Damn. 30-10. 30-10, South Carolina up over Florida. Absolutely humiliating. Third and 9 now for Alabama. On their own 47, it looks like. Snap. Bryce Young throws short. One of those little hitch screens. LSU was ready for that. Didn't gain anything at all. And it's going to be 4th and 9 now. And I'm assuming Alabama's going to try to punt and pin LSU back in their own territory there. The QB guru strikes again. Yes, sir, Manning. Dude's been in Gainesville for 3 years. You want to know what the difference is between Dan Mullen and Scott Frost? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Scott Frost has been in Lincoln for 4 years, and the best he can put on the field is Adrian Martinez. Dan Mullen's been in Gainesville for 4 years, right? And the best he can put on the field is Emory friggin' Jones. That is sad. For a guy that's supposed to be some kind of an offensive and QB genius, and he expects the Florida fans to open their mouth and let him shit out Emory Jones into it week after week. And then when the fans cry for Anthony Richardson and they put him in, turns out he looks like complete doo-doo too and can't even make it through a whole game. So I don't know what to tell you. I just heard Dan Mullen called for an Uber. Shit, you ain't going to get him, are you?
No.
No, she ain't going to get him.
No.
Ain't that right now? Ain't happening. Have you ever seen Emily Jones and Turnover Terry in the same room? Sir, you just blew my mind. Actually, yes, I have seen Emory Jones, and I've seen Emory Jones and Turnover Terry on the same field. So they played each other several times. How about them Tar Heels? Woo! I told you take the over. Yeah, it was 100 points scored in that game. Raj Light. Raj says, I can't wait till Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean wipes that shit-ass smirk off Bryce Young's face. You got to wait about 4 more weeks, Raj. Ben Dupree says, the return of Urban Meyer. Yeah, I just checked with Lustradamus, and he said, That's fake news. Second half underway now. Kentucky and Tennessee. Kentucky's got the ball. Penalty on Kentucky. Lambo, thank you for the super chat. Looks like UJ broke Florida. Confirmed. My God, I was right this morning. Yeah, Florida is an abject failure and a disaster. It's a poverty program at this point. I don't see how you keep Dan Mullen. I really don't. I honestly don't see. I don't see what justification there is for keeping Dan Mullen. This team is falling apart. Guys, South Carolina's not good. I don't want to hear it. Listen. Let me list. Here's a list of teams that aren't good. Okay, no matter what justification anybody tries to make. Nebraska, Ohio State, man. Nebraska, not good. Okay, South Carolina, not good. Alabama, man. LSU, not good. Okay, Cincinnati, man. Tulsa, not good. Oklahoma, man. Kansas, not good. Tennessee up 24-21, second half underway. 12:22 to go in the third quarter. Kentucky's looking at a 1st and 17 from their own 40-yard line. Next week's going to be a fun week on this channel. We're going to have a lot of fun around here next week. We're going to have a lot of fun around here next week. That I can tell you. I for one, can't wait. I, for one, cannot wait. I don't think I've ever been... The hype and hate video I did this week for Missouri, I was even telling her, that's probably the least excited I've ever been to do a hype and hate video. I just couldn't get into it. But next week, that's why I hope Tennessee wins this game. Because it'll swell their head up another notch or two. And I want Georgia to go in there and just rip their soul out, which is what's going to happen. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Look at that. Oregon found a way to score. They actually have a 1-point lead over Washington now. Second and 5 for LSU now. Their own 16. Handoff, but doesn't get much. All right, well, it might have gained 3 or 4, actually. So he did get through that hole. It's going to be 3rd and short. Wan'Dale Robinson just made a nice play for Kentucky. He's good. I like Wan'Dale Robinson. He is good. Flag down in the LSU game. 15-yard penalty on Alabama. Illegal hands to the face. Another nice play from Kentucky. It's going to be 1st and goal for Kentucky from inside the 10. First and 10 run for LSU, picks up a yard or two, but not much more than that. Kentucky 1st and goal run down to about the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal now for Kentucky from about the 1. 2nd and 8 for LSU now. Yeah, I'm really hungry all of a sudden. The pizza's going to be good. Who'd we order it from? Already know. No. All right, 2nd and 8 for LSU. They got 4 wide receivers now. Max Johnson in a shotgun. He's back to throw. Has good protection. Fires short over the middle. Complete. They're going to blow that one dead. Might have gained 4 or 5 yards. 3rd down coming up for LSU. And Kentucky scores. Will Levis with the quarterback keeper off left tackle. Kentucky takes the lead, 27-24. Here comes the extra point. Kick is up and good. Kentucky now up 28-24 over Tennessee. 4th and short for LSU. We'll see if they go for it here. They are going to go for it. 4th and 1. Hands it up the middle. First down. Needed a yard, got 2. So moves the chains, keeps the drive alive for the Corn Dog. And they're up near midfield now. They trail by 13, 20-7. Alabama missed an extra point. So 20-7, Alabama on top. 1st and 10. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. LSU on their own 45. Back to throw. Going deep. Had all day to throw it. Just overthrew his man. It was good coverage, too. It was good coverage. He had to put it out there like that. Good coverage. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, but they went for it all there. Lucky they didn't get called for pass interference there. Right? I mean, the referee's sitting there looking right at it. Very lucky he didn't get called for pass interference there. Max Johnson rolls out to his left this time, looking downfield. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Picks up 6 yards, it looks like. Be 3rd and 4 or so now for LSU. Do we need to put Celine on a 2-hour watch? Yeah, people need to check in on him every 2 hours. A wellness check. LSU runs it up the middle on 3rd and 4, gains about 3, but again, they're going to be looking at a 4th and 1. They're going to go for it again, 4th and 1 on the 46-yard line. Right up the middle. Gain 3 yards, 1st down, moves the chains. It's not flashy. I mean, LSU's literally gaining like 3 yards a play, getting to 4th and 1, and then gaining another couple of yards to keep the drive alive. But so far, so good on this drive. Henry Toto had an opportunity to tackle him a yard deep in the backfield, but he whiffed on the tackle. 1st and 10 now for LSU. They went deep on 1st down last time. Back to throw this time. Throws. Caught wide open. That looked like the Florida defense. Did you see that? There was nobody anywhere near that guy.
Near him.
Colton, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I really appreciate it. He says, Bama defense looking like Lieutenant Dan with no legs. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Thank you for the super chat, Colton. First and 10 now for LSU on the 20. So a good-looking drive so far here for LSU. They trail 20-7, 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Another run up the middle, doesn't get much, a yard. 2nd and 9 now for LSU. Tennessee's up to midfield, 1st and 10. They throw a hitch pass out to the right. Good for 5 or 6 yards. 2nd and 5 now for Tennessee. 9:42 to go in the third quarter of that one. Kentucky leads 28-24. Halftime of the Florida-South Carolina game. Florida yet to even show up to the game. Oregon up 10-9 over Washington, almost halftime. LSU runs a little jet sweep, trying to get to the corner, can't do it. That's a horse collar there. That's going to be 15 yards. That's going to be 15 yards there against Alabama on a horse collar.
Horse collar.
Yeah, you can't tackle a man inside his. You can't grab him inside his shoulder pads.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Look at that rain in that game.
I know. I saw that
It is
earlier.
pouring in that Washington Oregon game. First and goal now for the corn dog. Just inside the 9-yard line. That's the pizza.
That's the pizza.
Touchdown corn dog. Now look at this now.
What?
Now this is something serious. I cannot wait. The Alabama fans are going to be trying to tell everybody that LSU is good. Hey, I know there's some Alabama fans in here. Please try to tell me. I noticed Jeff Wester ain't got shit to say. He was in here earlier. I notice he's not in here now. I want Alabama fans to try to tell me how good LSU is. 20-14. Alabama's up by 6 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. These Bama fans are so mad they can't stand it. Bama fans haven't been this mad since their brother fucked their sister. Dan the clown is gone, Lou, says LSU Tiger fan. We'll see. We'll see. Is Uber Lady picking up the pizza? No, we're getting the pizza delivered. Getting the pizza delivered. It's here now. It just got here. Bama defense looked like Lieutenant Dan. That might be the best comment of the day so far. Who was that? Colton? That's probably the best comment of the day so far. That guy that was in here earlier, whatever his name was, that Bama fan that was in, what was his name? Corey or Cody or whatever it was. I bet he's irate right now, ain't he? I bet he's sitting in an old, ripped up, dirty ass Barca lounger at home, double fisting Golden Flakes potato chips down his throat like this, waiting on this game to end so he can beat his wife. Bobby Wagner, yeah. Where's Bobby Wagner at? Where's the Alabama fan that wanted to bet me $1,000? Where's that guy at? Now that guy with a barn got humiliated today. So I don't know how they're feeling, but
Yes. Great idea.
Jonah, thank you for the super chat. He says Bama's defense is being run by Forrest Gump. He's too busy chasing Jenny. 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 Manning for life, thank you for the super chat. As an OU fan, I hope every SEC fan base is obnoxious with the horns down when we get there. Oh, believe me, Texas is going to get the horns down routine like they've never seen before when they when they start playing road games in the SEC. Oh, this is Papa John's. Damn, nothing doing there for Brian Robinson on that play. All right, let's see if LSU's defense can force a 3-and-out or something. Try to get some momentum going for LSU. Because I really don't think LSU wants to get in a shootout with Alabama. I mean, LSU doesn't have the weapons offensively. They're going to have to force some punts and stuff here from Alabama if they want to try to win this game. Down goes Young. Wow. 2nd and 12, and Bryce Young just took like a 15-yard sack. It's going to be like 3rd and 30 now. Really bad possession for Alabama. 3rd and 23 on their own 12. Bryce Young's back to throw. Good protection that time. Swing pass out to Brian Robinson. Gets up to the 20, but well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and about 14. LSU got some momentum now. Scored a touchdown and then held him to 3-and-out. God, this is good. I don't know if it's because I'm just so hungry or what, but my God, this is good. Alabama's going to be punting from about their own 10-yard line. Punter standing on his 5 right now. Gets to kick away. LSU fair catch at the 40. Their own 40. So good field position. LSU's going to take over on their own 40. 1st and 10. They only trail by 6, 20-14. This game is getting interesting. No gain for LSU on 1st down. Might have lost a yard, actually. LSU looks like they have Bobby Boucher now. Well, we're talking about Ed Orgeron? Yeah. Yeah. And you can't understand a word he said. You can't understand nothing he said. Lugnut Larry, thank you for the super chat. Montana State got a big road win today. Go Cats. I'll miss Uncle Lou clowning on Dan Mullen when he gets fired. Yeah, hopefully Dan Mullen will get another job somewhere so I can keep clowning him. Don't worry, I'll be clowning Josh Heupel soon. Yeah, this Florida situation is bad for Dan Mullen. I mean, because South Carolina's terrible. Florida's a much better team. This means to me that the players have given up on the season, and that's a bad look for the head coach. A bad look for the head coach. If Florida loses to South Carolina, because I'm telling you, the Florida media is not like the Georgia media. The Georgia media just sucks off Kirby Smart and, just accepts whatever he says. The Florida media has already been being hard on Dan Mullen for the last couple of weeks. If he loses this game tonight, That Dan Mullen post-game press conference is going to be must-see TV. Especially after, you remember Dan Mullen got mad last Monday and canceled all the media availability for this week. So the Florida media is just waiting to jump on his ass.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It looks like they're getting, I mean, this doesn't appear to be a game where Florida's going to come back and win. I mean, anything can happen, but it looks like Florida's just giving up. Hunter Ledford, thank you for the super chat. He says, nobody's watching, but the Taters are riding the struggle bus yet again against Louisville. So this time against a bird. I don't even know what the score of that game is. Somebody type the score of that Clemson game in the comments section if anybody knows it. Type the score of that Clemson game in the comments section for me. Colton Brown, thank you for the super chat. LSU looks like they have Bobby Boucher. Eli James, thank you for the super chat. Anthony Richardson was just interviewed and asked about his injury, and he replied, I like turtles. That's the sound of turtle.
Wow. I like turtles.
Georgia might have permanently ruined Anthony Richardson. 24-17, Louisville is winning. Wow.
What?
I'm going to have to turn this into a D minus. That C minus hat, that C minus is way too much of a compliment.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Florida's kicking off here to start the third quarter. Second half underway. Carolina returns it out to the 15, the 20, the 25, up across the 30 to about the 32, 33 yard line. That's where South Carolina will start this possession, 1st and 10. Hunter Ledford says, spoke too soon. Oh, it was tied 17. He left a comment that says it's tied 17-17, and like literally a second later, Louisville scored. 24-17. Clemson, man, I don't know. God bless. Auburn with a lake. That's what that is.
Somebody check on Pete.
Oh, man. Somebody better go put their finger on the Pete's nose and see if he's breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Give him one of these. You know what I mean? Dan Mullen looks like a defeated man right now. South Carolina already into Florida territory on this drive. LSU's back to throw all day. Gets rid of it. Fires incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Throws incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Corn Dog. 4th and 13. So they wasted that good field position. Another 1st down for South Carolina. This is getting bad for Florida. Real bad. I would love to go on Twitter and see what the Gator fans are saying about this mess. Why does Clemson suck so bad? Refusal to use the transfer portal. Not having very many good offensive linemen. And wasting scholarships on all Brent Venables and Kirk Herbstreit's children. Those are the main reasons. Then, of course, you have the whole UGA ruined you thing, too. Which, you can't ignore that. You can't ignore that.
I'm sorry, HBP.
Tennessee now up 38-28 over Kentucky. I can't help it. I gotta go to Twitter real quick and just see what the Florida fans is doing. I'm gonna do a search on Twitter for Dan Mullen. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad for Dan Mullen on Twitter. Yeah, Dan Mullen's getting beat like a rented mule on Twitter right now. Manning for life, thank you for the super chat. Good thing that Clemson DB transferred to UGA. Business decision. Yeah, he's really good too. He could get taken in the first round, Darion Kendrick. He's really good. Remember when Clemson tried to tell everybody he wasn't any good and they didn't need him? Yeah, turns out that might not have been true. Alabama punts it away on 4th and 2. Fair catch, LSU on the 18. So back-to-back punts there by Alabama. Then, 3 punts in a row. Alabama punted, LSU punted. Now Alabama has punted again. LSU still trails 20-14. I wonder if that missed extra point's going to come back to haunt the Gumps. What if Alabama loses by 1 and it's on an extra point again? What a shame that would be. Martin Rosario, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, good afternoon, and also in addition to that as well, Uncle Lou, it's been a while, sir. Hope you and the family are doing well. God is blessing us with this Gator poverty, and I love it. Keep Mullen forever. Salute, Martin. It's good to see you, too. I hope you're doing well. I'm great. Thanks for asking. And, yeah, this Florida situation is like the Jelly of the Month Club. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year round. You know? My legs hurt. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been standing up since 12 o'clock today, though. I've been doing this since noon. My feet and legs are starting to hurt a little. Emily Jones takes off running, gains 2 yards per usual. Problem is, it's 3rd and 5. So that's the best Dan Mullen can do. You know, you're down by 20, 3rd and 5, and you're running a quarterback draw. He's an elite play caller, an elite offensive mind. Give Dan Mullen a marker and a grease board, and he can't be defeated. Turns out that might not be true. Turns out the Jimmies and the Joes are more important than the X's and the O's. Will Levis takes off running. Picks up a first down for Kentucky. Oregon score. It's a commercial right now. I'll find it for you. Ten to 9, Oregon is up at halftime. 10 to 9, Oregon's up at halftime. I'll leave it on the screen for you. There you go. How about that? How'd that be? First and 10 for LSU now on their own 19. Max Johnson rolls out, throws downfield, almost intercepted. Bush should not have thrown that. Should not have thrown that. Touchdown, Kentucky. Wan'Dale Robinson, 15-yard touchdown catch. It's going to cut the Tennessee lead down a little. Not a good decision to throw that ball. Max Johnson. And it was a penalty, too. Illegal man downfield. So that was a failure all the way around. Extra point for Kentucky is up and good. Back to a 3-point game now. Tennessee 38, Kentucky 35. Florida's out here shitting all in their diaper. Nice play by LSU there. Picked up 10 or 12 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 now for LSU. So that was a big play. They go from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 2. Big play there for LSU to get out of that hole they put themselves in with the penalty. 2nd and 2. Let's see what they do here. Weird bunch formation to the top of the screen. Ball is snapped. Fake to reverse. Looking to go deep. Nothing there. Threw it out of bounds. Uh-oh, big run, South Carolina down into Florida territory inside the 30-yard line. About a 30-yard run that time for South Carolina. First down, LSU. Needed 2 yards, got 4. Moves the chains. 1st and 10, corn dog. Flag on that play, South Carolina and Florida. LSU runs it again on 1st and 10, picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now for LSU. 1st and 10 for South Carolina after that big run. They're all the way down now to the 14-yard line. The penalty was on Florida. 1st and 10, South Carolina on the Florida 14. They're up 30-10. They're looking to really pour it on here. Hand off left tackle. Tries to get around the corner but runs out of room and shoved out of bounds for no gain. 2nd down now for South Carolina. And LSU facing another 3rd down already. Mike Bridges, thank you for the super chat. He says, it's been a while, Lou. I hope all is well and go dogs. Yeah, everything is great and go dogs, sir. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing okay, too. 3rd and 6 for LSU. Empty backfield. Max Johnson in a shotgun. Back to throw. Looks, throws, caught. 1st down. 10-yard gain. Moves the sticks again. 1st and 10 LSU. Mullen, your career is over. It could be. This is getting bad. Third and 10 now, though, for South Carolina. They're in field goal range, and they're already up 30-10. I think they're on the 14-yard line, Florida 14. So let's see what they draw up here on third and 10. LSU first and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Little bubble screen. Picks up a couple of blocks. Spins. Gains about 5 yards. 5 or 6 yards. Second and 5, I guess. Second and 4. It looked like he was going to get tackled there for no gain, but he kind of did a stutter step and moved to the inside and ended up picking up 6 or 7 yards. Handoff up the middle this time. Second and 4, gains 2 or 3. Another third and short coming up for LSU. Boy, it's the same thing over and over again for LSU. First and 10, second and 5, third and 2. It's just over and over and over. Third and 1 this time. Running up the middle again. Runs into a wall. Not going to get it. Short that time. It's going to be fourth down and a little less than a yard. I'm sure they're going to go for it. They're in Alabama territory, close to the 45-yard line. They're going to go for it, I'm sure. Down by 6. 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cannot wait to hear all the Alabama fans tell me how good LSU is. 4th and 1 now. Fourth and 1. Max Johnson, shotgun. Got that running back there with him. They hand it to him again, and he picks up the first down and then some. 30, 20, 10. Caught at the 8. Huge run. 4th and 1. Gained 40. Wow. 4th and 1, gained 40. Wow. Caught from behind around the 7-yard line. Tackle saved a touchdown. First and goal, though, for the Corn Dogs, looking to take the lead here in Tuscaloosa. I'm going to have to change the title of this video. There we go. That's better now. I had to do that. I had to do it. Poverty in Tuscaloosa. Facts. Facts. We'll see if LSU can score here. Put some pressure on Bama. We'll see. We'll see if LSU can score here and put some pressure on Bama. Tyler Forbes, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I love your channel, Lou. I'm a Florida fan, and I haven't been this embarrassed since Jim McElwain made love to that shark. Florida had a coach that got caught having sex with a shark.
Shut up.
You want to see the picture? I'll show you the picture.
What?
Jim McElwain was the coach's name.
How? What? God.
Ain't that something? He's a Florida man.
What is wrong with people?
Well, he's a Florida man. I had to show the lady that picture. She couldn't believe it.
What? I mean, wow.
South Carolina kicked a field goal. They're up 33-10. 8:01 to go in the third quarter. Oregon's still up 10-9 over Washington. Turns out Oregon not that good. Breaking news, I know. First and goal for LSU. Handoff, tries to get to the outside, tripped up and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there for LSU on first down. It's going to make it second and goal. Second and goal from about the 8. Second and goal from the 8 for LSU. They're in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the top, 1 on the bottom. Max Johnson looking. Has to get rid of it. Throws it out of bounds. He was about to get sacked. Couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball. So it's going to be third and goal now for LSU from the 8. 38-35. Tennessee up over Kentucky. 14:49 to go in the fourth. Kentucky has the ball. They just hit on a first down pass. Lose the chains again. So, again, first down now for Kentucky. Here we go. LSU up to the line. Third and goal from the 8. They trail 14-20. Alabama's on top by 6. Play clock down to 5 seconds. Max Johnson in a shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the top. They're going to have to call timeout. Had to call timeout. If South Carolina gets Mullen fired, will they try to immediately hire him like they did when they got Muschamp fired? I doubt it. Mullen's heading to the NFL. I think Mullen's done in college. I think he's headed to the NFL. Third and 2 for Florida, and what do you know? It's another quarterback draw, and what do you know? He's tackled for no gain. Dan Mullen, an elite play caller, elite offensive mind, quarterback guru, and every single time on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, it's the exact same play. Emory Jones, empty backfield, quarterback draw up the middle for no gain. And here they go again. Same result. Probably lost yards. Florida's a damn disgrace. Florida is a joke and an embarrassment. Dan Mullen ought to be ashamed of himself. What a clown. Dan Mullen's a clown. I'm sorry. Dan Mullen is a world-class clown. Will Levis throws deep. Oh, God, it was almost intercepted by Tennessee. The defender jumped right in front of the ball. Couldn't hold on, though. 3rd and 21, though, for Kentucky. They trail by 3, and they got a lineman down. And it's not looking good. Well, South Carolina, look at this. 4th down, run up the middle, no gain. Florida turns the ball over on downs. This is the best Dan Mullen can come up with. An elite offensive guru, X's and O's guy, and he's running up the middle for no gain nonstop. I cannot wait to watch it. But Dan Mullen, there's still 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. South Carolina might put up a 50-burger.
Right?
They might put up a 50-burger. I mean, South Carolina takes over on the Florida 32. Florida went for that on their own 32. Now South Carolina, big run. First down, 20, 19, 18. Down to the 18-yard line. South Carolina in the red zone already. Up 33-10, about to make it 40-10. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't see how Dan Mullen survives the season at this point. I don't see a way. This is absolutely horrible. Absolutely inexcusable. Year 4 for Mullen. Year 1 for Frank Beamer's kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he's never been a head coach before. He's never even been a coordinator. I mean, the Frank Beamer's kid don't know what the hell he's doing. And he's beating the shit out of Dan Mullen.
Yes, he is.
Fumble. Bama got it. LSU fumbled. Max Johnson got hit right as he was about to throw and fumbled. It was 3rd and goal. Max Johnson got hit right as he was about to throw, fumbled, and Alabama jumped on it. Boy, Alabama needed something like that. Alabama needed that. Alabama's going to take over around their own 20-yard line. That might be an incomplete pass. They might rule that an incomplete pass. They might rule that an incomplete pass. Y'all hit the thumbs up if you're watching. Got some great games going on here. Florida's getting absolutely humiliated by Frank Beamer's kid. Kentucky and South Carolina are in a tight one over here. Oregon is up 10-9 over Washington. And, of course, you got LSU and Alabama. Big review here. That was a 3rd down play. So if this is an incomplete pass, LSU would get one more chance at a touchdown here on 4th down. We'll see how they rule here. The announcers, Kirk Herbstreit, and the rules official and all that they have on TV are saying that it appears to be a forward pass and should be ruled incomplete. We'll see what the referees say. Incomplete pass.
Oh, no.
So LSU's going to keep the ball. They're going to get one more shot at the end zone here. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 8. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 8. South Carolina just scored. 39-10. Extra point on deck. That'll make it 40-10. Oh, my God. Dan Mullen might get fired at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Has that happened?
I don't think has a coach ever been fired during a game?
I don't know. You tell me.
I gotta make a video right now. I gotta make a video real quick. This is I can't let this go. I've been watching college football a long time, and I have a serious question I don't know the answer to. Has a coach ever been fired in the middle of a game? Incomplete pass, LSU. Has a coach ever been fired in the middle of a game? I'm seriously asking. Dan Mullen shouldn't make it out of this game employed. That game right there. Dan Mullen should not make it out of that game employed. This is. I don't know if I have seen a team give up on their coach like I'm seeing right now in this Florida game. This is absolutely humiliating for every Florida fan. I don't understand there can't be any excuses. Now, there was a ton of excuses 6 months ago when I made a video telling you that I thought this would be Dan Mullen's last year in Florida, and you idiots laughed at me. Some of you morons even told me that Dan Mullen would be in Florida longer than Kirby was at UGA, really showing what a complete idiot and mouth-breathing retards that you truly are. But anyway, Dan Mullen should be fired right now. I wouldn't wait till after the game. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't even do. You remember when Southern Cal fired Lane Kiffin on the tarmac? at the airport after a game, I wouldn't even let Clown Mullen get to the airport. I would make Clown Mullen Uber home from Columbia, South Carolina, all the way back to shit-stained Florida or Gainesville or whatever it's called. This is absolutely humiliating. Absolutely humiliating. Speaking of humiliating, I can't wait for all these dumbass inbred Alabama fans to spend all next week trying to convince everybody that LSU is good, Lou. Second and 10 for Alabama. Bryce Young dancing around his own goal line. Throws caught up near the 20-yard line. Across the 20 to the 22. Good for a first down. 6.5 minutes to go. So LSU's got to hold Alabama here and get the ball back. See if they can do it. We will see if they can do it. I don't know if they can. First and 10 now for the Gumps. Bryce Young in the shotgun. Snap. Back to throw. Fires towards the sideline. Caught by Jameis Williams. Or Jamias Williams, whatever the hell his name. I don't name these people. I don't give a shit what his name is. I couldn't care any less. I couldn't care less. I know he's so good he couldn't play for Ohio State, but he's the best receiver Alabama has. That I do know. That I do know. Forty to 10. 40 to 10. First and 10 for Alabama now on their 33. Back to throw. Caught. Williams again. Up near midfield that time. First down. Moves the chains again. This is looking like another Alabama touchdown drive. Here's what this is looking like. They're not even really trying to run the ball anymore. They're drop back, throwing it every single time. These receivers are running wide open. Nobody can cover Williams, Jamias Williams, whatever the fuck, whatever his name is. Nobody can cover him. Incomplete pass that time, so it's going to be second and 10 now for Alabama. Emory Jones back to throw on first and 10. Fires deep down the middle. Caught. Positive play for Florida there up near midfield. Minor miracle. That might be major miracle. I'm just getting this video uploaded, everybody, and then I'll be back to yelling and acting like a maniac. They called intentional grounding on Alabama.
Yeah, it looked like.
Number one was an ineligible player, they said. Because he wasn't an eligible receiver. That's why. Oh, Bryce Young takes off running across midfield. Oh! Jumps right up, but man, Bryce Young took a big shot.
Huge hit.
Damn, look at this hit. Boom. Boom. Wow. Woo. Boy, he got leveled. Leveled. Third and 5 now for Alabama. This is a big play here. The clock's under 4 minutes. LSU needs the ball back. Alabama on the LSU 46. Third and 5. Bryce Young in a shotgun. Nick Saban calls a timeout. Nick Saban was fit to be tired. Well, he's irate over there. Wow, that was a big time hit. Credit to Bryce Young, man. He jumped right up. I mean, that was a big hit. There's a lot of quarterbacks still be laying on the ground after that one. That was a big hit. Martin, thank you for the super chat. Out of the big three in Florida, who had Mullen as their favorite to get fired? Man, and they had all that hype in the beginning of the season. Me. I mean, I made the video in like May. I said this will be it. This would be Dan Mullen's last year in Florida. What do you recommend Gator fans do? Make fire Dan Mullen videos and get them to go viral. Get on the news. That's how I got Mark Rick fired. Go to the home games and boo. This is cardboard box pop.
Oh my gosh.
Ballard says fire Bill O'Brien. Isn't he the offensive coordinator? Okay, so they want Pete Golding fired, the defensive coordinator. Now the Gumps want Bill O'Brien fired, the offensive coordinator. And there's only one person left after that. Well, I might have to get a hashtag fire Nick Saban in the chat if LSU scores and takes the lead. We'll get the hashtag fire Nick Saban going in the chat. The idiot Alabama fans are so damn retarded. Georgia wasn't good. Would you still be a Georgia fan? What do you think? I became a Georgia fan yesterday? Go back and watch my videos from 2015 and you'll find out how much of a Georgia fan I was when they weren't any good. Or 2016. It's not like Georgia's always been really good. Kentucky just scored, man. This is a crazy game, Tennessee and Kentucky. Tennessee was up by 10, but Kentucky just scored. It's going to be a 3-point game again. This is like the North Carolina Wake Forest game from earlier. There's going to be 100 points and 1,000 yards in this Tennessee-Kentucky game. 40-10. 40-10. Florida getting humiliated by South Carolina. Start of the fourth quarter. Florida is down on the South Carolina 30-yard line, though. 3rd and 5 for the Gumps now on the LSU 46-yard line, and LSU really needs the ball back. 3:38 to go in the 4th quarter. LSU trails by 6. Bryce Young back to throw. Sacked. Fumbled. Who got it? Did LSU get it? LSU got the damn ball.
What?
Wow. 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 That's a big deal because Alabama would have punted them down inside their own 15 or 10-yard line. And LSU has had a hard time. I mean, you know, there's not enough time really for LSU to have a 90-yard drive. This is a huge play here. Wow. That changes things there. 1st and 10 now. LSU down by 6. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the game. Following the turnover, LSU has the ball 1st and 10 on the Alabama 42-yard line. They need a touchdown and an extra point to win the game. Max Johnson in the shotgun. They bring a man in motion to the bottom of the screen. Ball is snapped. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Gets to the line of scrimmage and is stood up right away. Going to be 2nd and maybe 9. Maybe he gained a yard. 2nd and 9 maybe. Second and 9. Back to throw. Max Johnson. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got lucky. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage straight up in the air. A couple of Alabama players were real close and had a chance, but the ball falls, hits the ground incomplete. But, man, that could have been disaster for LSU. That would have been the game there. Third and 9 now. 3rd and 9 for the Corn Dog. They need to play here. 2:46 to go in the game. This is probably it for LSU. I mean, they're going to, 2 down, they're going to go for it on 4th down, but they're not going to get the ball again. So this is it. This drive is it for LSU. Max Johnson got hit as he was throwing, incomplete. Fourth and 9 now for LSU. This is the ball game here. This will be the ball game. 4th and 9. 2:40 to go. LSU calls a timeout. Bailey says Cincy does not deserve to be in the top 10, let alone the playoffs. They lose to Auburn if they played tomorrow. I don't know about that. I don't know about losing to Auburn. Tennessee still up 45-42 over Kentucky. Here we go with the 4th down play for LSU. 4th and 9 from the Alabama 41-yard line. Last chance for LSU. If they don't get this 1st down, it's over. They bring the house. Incomplete. God, where they blitzed everybody. Max Johnson threw the ball up for grabs. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. LSU only has 1 timeout left, so that game's over. Alabama's going to hang on and beat the worst LSU team of the last 20 years by 6 points at home. But woo, LSU was really good, woo. Yeah. Yeah, right. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh, the Bama fans are mad. It's not easy to upset them either. It's easy, actually. The Bama fans are the most triggered fans on the internet, and the easiest to trigger. 45 to 42, Tennessee up over Kentucky. 8:05 to go. Alabama gains a couple of yards on the ground on first down to be second and 8, but the clock is ticking. LSU only has one timeout left. There's not much they can do. Oh, Florida managed to score some garbage points. Now it's 40 to 17. 40 to 17 now. Drew says, I want Frost fired or he has to fire some of his assistants. Sir Frost needs to be fired. He's been there 4 years. He's going to go 3-9 this year with one conference win. Yeah, it's not working out with Scott Frost. He needs to be gone. J.R. says, Bullhorn. Hey, Alabama fans. Hey, Gumps. Why do y'all get so mad so easy? Why do you make it so easy for people like me to piss off people like you? Why? Why? Do better. South Carolina's going to punt the ball away. 12 and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 10 for Bama. Clock ticking down to about 2 minutes to go. Alabama calls a timeout on 3rd and 10, a minute 44 to go. So LSU will get the ball back if Alabama doesn't get the first down. But there won't be any. There'll be less than 30 seconds left in the game. Bama should drop after struggling to a terrible LSU team. Michigan State, they lost, they'll drop. Oregon's up 17-9. Ohio State should drop for struggling to Nebraska. Cincinnati should drop for struggling to Tulsa. Michigan should move up. Oklahoma should move up. Wake Forest is gone out of the top 10. Notre Dame will move up. Texas A&M might be in the top 10 next week. 2nd and goal now for Tennessee. They're up by 3, 45 to 42. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Hendon Ho, down he go. It seems like every time I pay attention to Tennessee, Hendon Ho is getting sacked. I can't wait till next week. I can't wait till next week to beat the dog shit out of Tennessee. 3rd and 10, Alabama in the rare I formation. They're going to throw it. No, Bryce Young's going to take off running. No, he goes down. They're going to lose 5 or 6 yards. So it's going to be 4th and about 16. Alabama's going to let the clock tick all the way down. It's going to be about 55 seconds left on the clock when Alabama punts the ball. Fourth and 15, minute 10 minus, yeah. So the clock will go down to 58 seconds. by the time the play clock hits 0. And they're going to let it hit 0, take a 5-yard penalty. That'll back them up 5 more yards. 4th and 20. And did they call a timeout? No, they called a timeout rather than letting the clock run down. And now they'll try to punt the ball and pin LSU deep. LSU is going to get the ball back with probably about 45 or 50 seconds to go and no timeouts. And as well as LSU has played today, they've really struggled with big plays. It's hard to imagine a scenario where LSU scores from 60 or 70 yards away with under a minute to go. It's not likely to happen. Kick is away. Fielded by LSU. Returned up to the 38, so not terrible field position. 50 seconds to go. And, of course, the clock will stop on any incomplete pass. The clock will stop if a player runs out of bounds. And the clock will stop briefly anytime there's a first down. Alabama playing a 3-deep zone, it looks like. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't take a sack there. You just throw the ball away. LSU gets out of bounds with 21 seconds to go. 3rd down coming up. Emory Jones out here throwing interceptions again. Just threw another one. Emory Jones, turnover machine. LSU back to throw. Incomplete. 4th and 9. 4th and 9 now. Looks like Bama's going to hang on and upset a terrible LSU team 20-14. At home. Oh, my God. I feel bad for Alabama fans. It's been a while since I've seen Alabama have a team this bad. By a while, I mean 2019. Or 2018, whatever year it was they played in the Citrus Bowl. I know, that's poverty. First down. Get out of bounds. LSU picked up about 25 yards there. I don't know about Max Johnson's arm. I don't even know if he can get it into the end zone from here. LSU's got the ball in the Bama 45. 9 seconds to go. So they're either going to have to throw it into the end zone, or if you run a play, you got to make sure you get out of bounds. Five seconds to go, so most likely this is going to be the last play here. LSU has the ball in the Alabama 30. So you're going to see a throw into the end zone here, most likely. Alabama rushes 3. Holding. That's the game. There's a flag down, but it's going to be holding on LSU, which Alabama will decline. Yeah, the decline would be game over. Alabama wins 20-14. An amazing, amazing win for Alabama at home over a 4-5 LSU team. My God, the poverty level in Tuscaloosa is always pretty high. Let's just be real, just in general in Alabama. The poverty level is pretty high in Alabama. But it's approaching an all-time high right now in Tuscaloosa. It's sad to watch Alabama be this bad. It really is. But what can you do? There's not much you can do. I'm going to get out of here, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight and watching these games. I'm going to go sit on the couch and watch the end of this Kentucky-Tennessee game. Oregon just scored again, by the way. Watch the end of this Kentucky-Tennessee game. And then wait for the Dan Mullen post-game press conference to be uploaded later tonight. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep before I watch the Dan Mullen press conference. That just won't happen, so... But I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. I had a good time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I post college football videos every day, year-round. And I do these live streams every Saturday during the college football season. So hit the thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you're not. Share the UNCLELOU channel with a friend or an enemy. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Have a good morning.